In this video, we're going to assemble the card for the Stegosaurus, as you can see here. In class, the kids are going to use wood glue and filers, but in the purpose of saving times in this video, we are going to use super glue to glue the parts. Again, the kids are going to use only the wood glue in class. So, as you can see on the card of the Stego, we have numbers. These numbers will help you explain to kids how to assemble the Stegosaurus, the card. So let's begin. So first part, we are going to take off all the parts, all the wooden parts off, as you can see right here. Two small ones. Now it's very important that once the kids pop all the parts out, that you take a second and take a short break with the kids just to make sure they popped everything out and clean your workspace. Okay, it will save you a lot of time later. It will give the kids a more cleaner work area, and it will also prevent them losing many parts or mixing the parts with one another. So basically, you need to follow the lesson plan, but we're going to show you in the video step by step how to do this. So we're going to put the Stego, we have the Stego and the motor. This should face the table like this. So to ask all the kids, checkpoint, make sure you check for everyone, and then we continue. So let's do part by part. So we're going to start with part number 2. It doesn't have the numbers here, but it's part number 2, and this goes right here in the back. Of course, the kids will apply glue from one crack to the other. So the kids will apply glue from one side to the other. Only then they're going to connect. But to save time, we're going to connect it directly. Now these parts are connected by pressure. So you need to pressure down the parts together. If you are teaching younger kids, especially kindergarten, you might need to help them with this. But they can do it. But if they need help, make sure you give them help with this part. So we connect part number 2. Again, we're going to use, just in this video, super glue so we save time, and then we continue. Then we're going to take these two parts. Now I usually tell the kids to have a triangle like this, because then they know that the triangle, hold it like this, and then they split the triangle. One goes here, one goes here. Okay, so ask them to do a triangle, split it, and glue one to this side and one to the other side. Now this is the trickiest part of the card, because it's less surface to hold and push in, but this should go in like this all the way down. Make sure all the time, double check that the kids push all the parts together, that you have no spaces left. Okay, like this, no space. This is not good because we still have space between the part and the base. So I'm gonna shake it a little bit, and then I get it in. And again, we're going to use super glue. I'm going to use the glue in a second once I get part number 3. So the kids apply glue, they connect it. Then we're going to take part number 3 that goes on the side. So we're going to put glue right here. It doesn't help putting glue on the bumps rather than putting glue in the cracks, because the cracks are the connector parts. The bumps are just going to push the glue through the hole. So we're going to put glue right here and here, and then we're going to put part number 3. And make sure that you see that part number 3, like this one, has a wider part and a narrow part. Okay, and then you need to see on the card which part goes where, because it needs to fit completely. If this is a little problematic, what you can do, and usually what I do in class, I just put it in the way it should be, like this, and then I take the card, it should be like this, and then I take the card and I press it into the right space like this, and then I use the table to my advantage to push the parts together. Okay, so you can explain it to the kids, you can do it with the kids, you can help them if they need help. The end result should be both number 3s are connected all the way with no spaces, and we're going to put some glue right now. Of course, the kids glue it before they connect each part, but we're going to do it now so we have it ready for later. Okay, so basically we finished the bottom part, and now we go back to the top part, And we have 3 parts to glue, so number 1 goes here. Again, the kids will apply glue from one small crack to the larger crack, and then they're gonna glue number 1 here and the other number 1 right here, and then they will apply glue before, of course, we'll apply glue now, and the last one will be the triangle in the back. Now here you need to make sure that they keep the triangle straight and not tilted, because if it's going to be tilted later on, we're going to have a problem connecting the body of the dinosaur to the card. So make sure it's straight, ask them to double check it, you double check it yourself, and you can continue. So basically this is the first part of doing the card, gluing the parts together.